Oh my God. Oh my God. I can hear a heartbeat. I literally, this is the craziest thing.
It has been several days since Carl has walked up. And so we're gonna do a simple drive-by and just see if maybe there's been any activity on the ground, any new boots on the ground, if you will, as far as Ostrich Babies is concerned. Give me a moment. I'm not gonna drive up there fast. I'm just gonna kind of ease myself along. I don't want to spook or startle him. And if in fact he is sitting on eggs, we don't want to bother him. But I want to remind you that out of the 7 eggs that Carl was laying on the first time around, only 3 of those eggs hatched. And then I think when we counted last time, there were 8 or 9 eggs here this time. There's Carl over here, kind of squatting down low, trying to protect the babies and trying to hide from me, which we know where he's at. I'm not going to spook him. We're going to drive it real slow. And I talked about the fact of me bringing some water and some food down, but in order to get it close enough to him, I don't want to scare him, and I also don't want to put out food that might make ants come around. So as of right now, Carl seems to be fine. He's just not showing signs of, being malnourished or dehydrated or any of those kind of things. He actually looks to be pretty alert. He looks a lot better now than he did a couple of years back when he had babies. He looked wretched. I think that's a word. Ratchet. He looked horrible. He just looked like a hag. And as of right now, Carl looks to be pretty good. His eyes are nice and, frosty. His color's good. He's not shriveled up. His neck and everything shows like it's, he looks fine. I don't know how to put it into words. Carl looks fine. And I'm not saying that he has not gotten up off those eggs, but I have not seen him off the eggs. Now here comes his partner. No, that's Tina. That's just Tina. Oh my gosh, that's just the clodhopper Tina. Now don't worry, Tina has also laid some eggs here, so some of these that may hatch, if they do hatch, will in fact be Tina's eggs. She is having eggs now. She's just such a clodhopper, y'all. I would love it if they would do a transition right here in front of me. That would be so wonderful to watch. I'm going to turn off the side-by-side, and I'll try to talk a little bit quieter. And maybe, just maybe, I can see a transition happen where he'll get up and she'll sit down. Dang it. That's not gonna happen. Hi, Tina. Well, hi, Daddy. Did you come to visit, Daddy? Yes, I did, Tina. I did not bring food. I just put food out up on the hill for everybody else. Go get some over there. Tina, I don't have nothing for you here. Carl looks wonderful, guys. His tail's wagging. He looks wonderful. Oh, I would love to see what's going on underneath him. It's just really, really hard to catch them in a transition because as soon as one gets up, the other sits down. And we do not have a way to put cameras out here. Carl is such a wonderful dad. And then I'll just say real fast for anyone who does not know how it works, but in the ostrich world, it's the females who lay the eggs, obviously. And at some point, they will start themselves a communal nest where both females we have will lay in the same spot. And then it will be the males who start the process. So the males will be the ones who become what they call broody in the chicken world and begin to sit on the eggs, the nest, and that will start the process. It takes between 45 and 48 days once the process has started for your first eggs to hatch. And then what we observed several years ago when Carl hatched eggs the first time was that he was the only one to ever set on them. The females never set on them, and we think the females may have been a little bit too immature at the time. What we've noticed this time around is that the females have been taking their turns. We've seen both Tina and Debbie setting on the eggs while Carl comes up to eat and drink and, you know, take his dust baths and everything else. But this is the third day in a row I have not seen Carl up around the house. He's not come up to eat. He's not come up to drink that I've seen. And so I am a little bit concerned that, I think we're getting really close to the date, and maybe he doesn't feel comfy leaving because he knows that any day now we could have some hatchlings. But I also want to add that Carl looks so much better now than what he did 4 years ago when he had the first round of babies. And I told you guys that me and Jamie thought he was actually going to sit up there for so long and die, just starve himself or, you know, die from dehydration. So my worry about bringing food over here is that we have an infestation of those large ants on this pasture, those leafcutter ants. They're bad out here. And if I bring sunflower seeds or mealworms or anything else over here, and I start tossing food around on the ground, you know, within Carl's reach, I'm just afraid we're going to have ants come over, and we do not want ants to start biting on Carl while he's trying to do his job and take care of his babies. And then, of course, to bring over a container of water means I'll have to get so close to him. I don't want to spook him. I don't want to scare him off of the eggs and end up me being the cause of something bad to happen. So in essence, I don't want to play God. I want to do my part, whatever I can, but I don't want to end up trying to play God and cause something bad to happen. When Carl, I'm pretty sure, written into his DNA code, knows exactly what he needs to know to get this job done. And so we're just going to trust that Carl can do what he needs to do, and we're not going to bother him too much, okay? But if I do start thinking that Carl's looking bad, and that Carl begins to look dehydrated, and he begins to look, you know, really loose skin, and his eyes look glassed over. If his color turns dull or gray, and all of those things we saw the first time around, we will intervene. But for now, he's very alert. We're going to let him be. I will say that I don't see any broken eggs around the edges, which means last time he on his own, as he was discovering eggs that were no longer volatile or ones that were no good, he would pull them out and he would eat the contents himself. This time, I don't see that he's eaten on anything. I don't see any eggshells. I don't see anything that he's been eating on around him. So I'm thinking that every egg might be, well, I hate to say that because, like I said last time, on the day they began to hatch, there were 3 that hatched and the other 4 did not. So it's very possible that he's sitting on eggs that are not going to develop, or they're not developing. But these birds are usually pretty good about pulling out the ones that are no good. They can tell things that we can't. All right. And then I will say one thing that we did 4 years ago. I'll try to find that video and stick it on here. A piece of it is that Jamie and I, along with Jamie's mom, did go out and we candled those eggs one night.
Do you see Carl? Probably not. Okay. Here we go. You better tuck your mirror in. Oh boy. Here's a better question. Just how are we gonna get out of here? Because when Carl's pissing, chasing the truck, who's gonna open the gate?
And we're just going to ease over here real slow so we don't startle anybody. There's Carl. Can y'all shine? Oh, I got my lights here. I'm gonna flash him right now. And we're gonna hope he just walks away. Just walk along, Carl. Walk out of the way.
Really
He is not gonna move for my truck to get over there.
And there's not a corner like you thought.
Carl!
Hi, baby.
Hey, buddy. We want to do a quick pick of your eggs. Buddy.
Hey, Carl. Could I just see one of those for just like 37 seconds, please? Sir? He's so scared, babe. I don't... It's okay, buddy.
Hey, Carl.
He's so skinny. I don't like this. Oh, yeah.
No, don't sit down, Carl. There he goes.
Good boy, baby. Good boy. I just want to look at him a little bit, okay?
All right, I'm gonna walk out.
Oh boy. This feels like
your egg back.
this feels like a
That's
rubber
stinging
plane.
grass. I'm in flip flops.
You want my boots?
I think that's stinging grass, Jamie. I'm gonna eat my legs up trying to get over there.
Okay. Hey, buddy. Let's just wait and see what happens here. Go on, baby. It's okay. Let's just give it a minute here. Be patient. Hey, Carl.
Hey, buddy. He's so skinny, Mama.
I know, I said that. Look how skinny his legs are.
All right, turn off your light, baby, because it's shining.
Thanks, buddy. I can't believe that just happened.
Okay, when I spot him, I'll let you know where he's at. Janelle?
Did you
Watch
say him,
your
Mom?
feet, Janelle.
Mom, you...
All right, don't worry about Carl. He's fine. Carl's walking back this way, but he's still about halfway from between the barn and here. Carl's looking this way, but I don't think you have much to worry about. He's not seeming overly aggressive or anxious.
Okay. Hold on.
All right, Carl is coming back this way. He's not running, but he's walking back this direction.
Lester.
What? All right, Carl's coming back this way, ladies.
I can't see anything. Can you see anything, Mom? It's dark. Okay. Okay. I need you to record me.
Carl is coming back this way. Y'all need to get on in. Are all the eggs back where you had them? All right, can we leave now? Okay. Turning the camera off.
She got 2 out. 3 out.
Thanks for being a good boy, Carl. We love you.
Good boy,
Go
Carl.
back to your babies. You're doing a great job, buddy. You're doing good, Carl. Keep it up, buddy.
Turned out better than I thought.
Is he gonna hatch eggs?
I don't know. I'm so perplexed right now because I didn't expect to see what I saw.
I saw veins in one.
Yeah.
So they're not all at the same stage.
That's
either.
the other part, is they're not all at the same stage. Many are not in the same
And they
vicinity.
might abandon them after 1 or 2 hatch.
True. Okay, I would love to know where Carl is. Hold on a
Yeah.
second. I actually feel terrible because here we are disrupting him. And I took away 3 of his eggs because they aren't fertile. And here we were also mocking him, thinking how crazy he was for sitting on these eggs, but he knows that they're alive. He absolutely knows.
We actually made Carl move. We took the side-by-side into the pasture, and we made him get up because we did not want to see him sit there and die for nothing. So we actually come out with a very bright flashlight, and we candled those eggs, and we could actually feel that there was a heartbeat, which is how we knew those eggs were doing well. Sure enough, a week later, we had babies on the ground. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. Carl's fine with me. He's not bothered. I think that he's very alert of what I'm doing. He's watching me. But I will end this video by saying thank you guys for watching. A simple checkup on Carl. Ketchup. Checkup. You know what I'm trying to say. In case you're curious, that has become their favorite spot to take their little dust baths. And Tina's gonna sit right there and bathe herself while she watches Carl sit on the eggs. That's cute.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.